Hello and welcome back, all my Dragon Ball theorists. With the release of some panels from Comic-Con and showcasing some different forms of Vegeta in the upcoming Broly movie, one of the forms that fans have been talking about is that finally, in the anime, we will see Vegeta as a Super Saiyan God. So I guess the question is, why now? Outside of the fact that it logically makes sense from all of Vegeta's training in the time chamber to develop tremendous ki and god ki control, that in the Tournament of Power he even ascended past Super Saiyan Blue, that now we have Vegeta utilizing this form as well in combat in the upcoming movie. I picture Vegeta being able to switch easily between Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue when needed to conserve energy, then if pushed, ascend once again to his Super Saiyan Blue evolution form, which was great to see Vegeta get his own transformation. So the bigger question is, what next? Well, Vegeta going from DBZ through Super had probably the most character development of anyone, and I will go through a story of Vegeta to showcase how much his character has changed and what we can hope to see in the future from the Prince of All Saiyans. Vegeta has always been one of the most unique characters in Dragon Ball Z. From the first time he said that classic line, "It's over 9,000! And trying to destroy the Earth along with Goku in the most epic battle we had ever seen. After the smoke had cleared, it was then and there, in that moment, when he was allowed to escape, we knew that there was so much more planned for Vegeta. Like many fans, I fell in love with Vegeta's passion and his desire to attain more power, being a prideful prince and Saiyan elite. His motives, while they seemed evil in nature at first, trying to attain the Dragon Balls for immortality so that way he could defeat Frieza and rule over everyone. It was realized, however, at his death that Frieza had made him into who he was, that it was Frieza all along that hardened him into a villain to do his evil bidding and made him a prisoner with no choice to be anything else. Goku admired Vegeta, and at that moment of his death, fought on in his place to fulfill his wish to destroy Frieza. Vegeta, resurrected, for the first time learned of love in Bulma, and perhaps the only person that can give him a run in the stubborn category. She was at his side and saw something in him and slowly melted away the hardened villain Frieza had created. Goku, though, was still Vegeta's driving force and pushed him to the edge and back to achieve power that he had unlocked. This is where they would begin a long road together on fighting villains that constantly threatened Earth and the people they love. Together, Vegeta and Goku can defeat anyone, and their almost brotherly alliance was solidified in defeating the worst terror the universe had ever known in Majin Buu. Vegeta finally feels what it is like to play the role of hero with Goku, to feel what it is like to fight for something other than himself and win. Vegeta continues to grow with his family. He constantly is teaching Trunks lessons that his father was never able to teach him. Vegeta may be stern and harsh, but don't confuse that with his true goal, to raise a family to be their best and protect them. Vegeta now wants to be the very best he can, not only for himself, but for his family. Even if a god stands in his way, if you disrespect what he loves, he will fight no matter how impossible the battle is because no one hits his Bulma. These are the actions of a hero, to fight for something else regardless of how impossible the outcome seems. One thing was made evident though in Dragon Ball Super, he would have to become stronger to fight the gods. A new obstacle stood in front of Goku and Vegeta to achieve God Ki and start a new journey. With Bulma's help, Vegeta was able to train with Whis, and through training alone achieve God Ki. No Super Saiyan ritual was needed to give Vegeta the power of the gods, just sheer will to fight, to become stronger than Goku and make sure no one else threatens his family again. Which is why his family comes first, always. Vegeta wanted to remain at Bulma's side during the birth of his daughter and refused to fight until she was born. Vegeta's principles as a family man and role model now couldn't be more evident. Maybe Goku could take a couple pages from Vegeta's book as his priorities are in order. Now of course the universe is on the line again and faces being erased, so it's time for the actions of heroes, and Vegeta is ready more so now than ever. His master Whis has trained him well in body and mind, and this time in the time chamber, Vegeta went in and worked on what was needed to gain new power to protect his family and universe from being erased. Also recently, we have been revealed to Vegeta's resolution to Kaba. Vegeta just doesn't want to fight for his universe. He wants to win the tournament and bring back any universe that is erased. That's right, no wish for immortality or more power. Vegeta could wish for anything, and his wish will be to bring back the whole lot and visit Kaba, his new disciple in Universe 6, where he can continue to teach him and see his home world Sadala. This is a new Vegeta for sure, even Goku can see it. With one last line to Goku before charging off to fight Toppo, the Saiyans will live on. I couldn't think of anything more fitting for a role model and a hero hero to say. Vegeta, then fighting against the greatest threat in Jiren alongside Goku, makes once again his resolution to keep his promise to Kaba, and this promise drives him to finally achieve a form that is far beyond Super Saiyan Blue. His resolve and training finally paying off and giving him new power to fight even the gods. He was able to shield himself from destruction energy, pushing back a god of destruction Toppo, then to use a technique that once killed him against Majin Buu, to risk everything to create an energy that even a god wouldn't be able to destroy. Vegeta's life-risking attack succeeded, and as a result of how powerful he has become, was able to survive this time and continued to fight on in the tournament. I really wish as a fan we could have saw a fresh Vegeta with his new power beyond Super Saiyan Blue take on Jiren. However, with no energy left from his attack with Toppo, he had only one option left: to make one last sacrifice before being defeated, to place his trust in Kakarot and giving him his last bit of energy to fight on for Universe 7. It was an all-out team effort, but as we know, they got the job done, and it wouldn't have been accomplished without Vegeta. After the tournament, Vegeta and Goku continue to grow in power, and train as Saiyans have no limits. However, a new threat has arrived, and this threat is also a Saiyan. So in the movie about Saiyans and their history, you know Vegeta, as the prince of all Saiyans, is going to be a big part of that story. That hopefully we will get to see planet Sadala in all its glory before it was destroyed, then learn of this unknown Saiyan, which is Broly, and how he and Paragus managed to avoid everyone and stay off the radar for so long. Now I hope you enjoyed my story of Vegeta and how he has changed so much, and by becoming a hero to fight for others, push himself to new limits. Guess the question is now, fighting against Broly, what will we see from Vegeta? Will he break through his limits again, or in the near future? Will he test Broly with his Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue and realize it isn't enough and be pushed beyond that again? Vegeta is someone who will lay everything on the line to protect the people he loves, and against Broly, I would love to see Vegeta Ascended God Blue form become a staple of his character. I love how it is unique to Vegeta at this time, and hope that the reason they are giving Vegeta Super Saiyan God in the anime is because they are going to build on how he has developed his transformations. How, because of Vegeta's training, he has perfected his God Ki. For a while, I thought that everyone was going to go the route of Ultra Instinct eventually, and why not Vegeta too? However, maybe there is more and a better way to go. Maybe in the fights against a legendary Super Saiyan, and from what Vegeta and Goku learn in this movie, could be what they need to push their power to new levels without Ultra Instinct. Besides, it was Whis long ago saying in their training how they needed to improve without transforming to see a world beyond. Maybe this world beyond is something that Broly has already tasted. We have Broly in his suppressed form, then he powers up but doesn't change. Many call it a false Super Saiyan, but maybe that isn't it at all. Maybe Broly is just that strong in his base form, and it's the reason why he has to be suppressed. Maybe that is why he can go toe-to-toe with Goku in Super Saiyan Blue without transforming. So in a movie about Saiyans, we will all learn about their history, and perhaps Vegeta can finally learn what Whis was talking about from his encounter with Broly, to finally see a world beyond and attain even more power. At least this might be if they decide to stay away from Ultra Instinct. I think many fans are torn between Ultra Instinct being this awesome end form that rivals the gods because of how amazing it looks and powerful it is, then some fans feeling like it was a writing mistake and there is nothing left after Ultra Instinct, which is the reason why Goku lost his power after the tournament. I completely understand both sides. It is awesome, but what can top Ultra Instinct? Well, we still have much to learn about the power of the angels, and why, if Whis has mastered Ultra Instinct, how can he be absolutely no match for the Grand Priest? There has to be vastly different levels of power still, right? At least that's how I look at it. So I think we could see Ultra Instinct again in a future series, but maybe much further down the road, and perhaps it is something that Goku and Vegeta will both get, but maybe they need to attain far more power before they are able to consciously use this transformation. That is why when Goku did it, it was a one-time deal and his body wasn't fully ready yet. It was just that he was pushed to that limit to miraculously achieve this ability. Regardless, I think there is still a lot of room to grow in power for both of our favorite Saiyans. Now I want to know what you think of Vegeta getting Super Saiyan God in the upcoming movie. Will we see his Super Saiyan Blue evolution form against Broly? What is the next level you, as a fan, want to see from Vegeta in the future of Dragon Ball? I always love to hear your theories in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, and please subscribe and turn on that notification bell to keep those theories coming.